Hi there folks, welcome to Get Strumming. As you can see, I'm back in the woods again, making the most of this glorious sunshine. And today I thought we'd have a look at an old TV classic theme tune. This is the theme from the Dukes of Hazzard, Just the Good Old Boys by Waylon Jennings. Now, I've got really fond memories of this TV programme, probably giving me age away a little bit. This was a big hit in the early 1980s. And the theme tune itself is just really simple. It's a country and western style song. Now, because it's quite a short song, what I'm going to do is show you 2 or 3 ways of playing it, because there's only 3 chords within the song. So I just thought, well, if you want to play an easy version, you can do that. If you want to play a version that's more similar to the TV show, I'll show you in that key as well. So first of all, I'm going to show you in the original key. So the original key was F major. So first of all, I'll show you the chords that we're going to be using. So we use an F. So use your first finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. Next up, we've got a B flat. So use your 1st finger on the 1st fret, 1st and 2nd strings, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 4th string. And then we've got a C major, which is using your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 1st string. So what we're going to do for the introduction is we're going to do 2 bars on C. So you play like this. And then to the F and do 2 bars on F. And we're going to go into the main song now. Just a good old boys. Stay on the F. Never meaning no. And then we're going to go to B flat. Home. Then go back to the F. Beats all you never saw, being and C. Trouble with the law since the day they were. And then back to F. Born. Straightening the curves. Flattening the, then to B flat. Hills. Some, and then back to F. Dare the mountain might, then C, getting but the law never, back to F, will. Making there, and then now we go to the C, way, the only way they know how. And that's just a little bit more than the law will, and then back to F, loud. Then we stay on the F for a little solo, then to B flat, then back to F, then to C, then to F. Now we go back to the chorus, making there, and then to C, way, the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law will learn. Back to F, loud. Well, I'm a good old boy. You know my mama loves. And then to B flat, me. Then back to F. But she don't understand to keep her C. Showing my hands and not my. Back to F, face on TV. B flat, F to C, F, and that's it. That's all there is to it. So, shall we have a go at that together? So this is, like I say, this is the accurate version. This version sort of runs along with what you'll hear on the recorded version. So we'll start with the C major. So we do 2 bars on C, then 2 bars on F. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, F. Just the good old boys, never meaning no harm. Beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they were born. Straightening the curves, yeah. Flattening in the hills. Someday the mountain might get 'em, but the law never will. Making a way, the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Now into a solo. B flat, but F, C, F. Let's do another solo. Stay on the F. B flat, back to F. C, F. Now back to the chorus. Making a way, the only way they know how. Well, that's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Back to F. Well, I'm a good old boy. You know my mama loves me, but she don't understand. They keep on showing my hands and not my face on TV. Alright. Stay on the F, B flat, but F, C, F. Oops, hand nearly fell off. So there you go. So that was just the Good Old Boys in its original key. Now, another thing that you might want to do, add a few sevenths, just because it's got that kind of country and western feel. So if you want to go from a F7, to get an F7, you just add your third finger to the 3rd fret, 3rd string. Then you go to a B flat. Now you can play a B flat 7 maybe, so you add your little finger, your 4th finger to the 4th fret, 2nd string. And then you could maybe even throw a C7 in there as well, which is 1st finger, 1st fret, 1st string. Back to F. So it just helps to give it more of a kind of bluesy country and western feel. So F7, B flat 7, F, C, C7, F. So there we go. So that's more of a complicated way of playing it. Now, if you don't like bar chords, here's another version. So we're going to start off in the key of C. So we start off with in this case, what we're doing is using the key C, G, and F. So we'll start off with a G major chord, 2 bars on G, and 2 bars on C. Just the good old boys, never meaning no. Then you go to an F. Beats to C, all you never saw. Being in G, trouble with the law since the day they were. Back to C, straight in the curves, flattening the. Then you go to an F, hills. Back to C, someday the mountain might G get 'em, but the law never. Back to C, will. Making there. Then we go back to G, way, the only way they know how. Well, that's just a little bit more than the law will. Back to C, loud. Now little solo, C, maybe go to C7, F, F7, C, G7 maybe, C. Let's do the solo again. F, F7, F, F7, C, G7, back to C. Now we go to the chorus again. Making the way, the only way they know how. Well, that's just a little bit more than the law will. Back to C, allow. I'm a good old boy. You know my mama loves then to F me. Back to C, but she don't understand. They keep G, showing my hands are not my. Back to C, face on TV. Finish off with a bit of a solo. C, now to F. Throw in a bit of F7. C, G7, C. So there we go. So that's an easier version played in the key of C. Or if that's a little bit too low for you to sing, you could even try it in the key of G. So what we're going to do now is use the key of G. So we're going to use the chords D, G and C. So again, they're pretty easy chords. So we've got a D major, first finger, second fret, fourth string, second finger, second fret, third string, and third finger, second fret, second string. So obviously we know how to play the G, we know how to play C. So we're going to start off 2 bars on D and then 2 bars on G. 1, 2, 3, 4. D and to G. Just a good old boys, never meaning no, then to C. Back to G, beats all you never saw, being in D. Trouble with the laws since the day they were. Back to G, born straightening the curves, yeah. Flattening her, then to C, hills. Back to G, someday the mountain might D, get 'em, but the law never. Back to G, will. Making there, then to D, way, the only way they know how. Well, that's just a little bit more than the law will. Back to G, loud. Now let's do our solo. So G, G7 maybe, C, C7, G, D, back to G, G, G7, C, C7, G, D, D7, G, back to the chorus, making a way, the only way they know how. Well, that's just a little bit more than the law will. Back to G, allow. Well, I'm a good old boy. You know my mama loves to see me, but she, G, don't understand to keep on G, showing my hands and not my. Back to G, face on TV, here we go, last solo, G, G7, C, C7, G, D, G, G, let's do it again, G, G7, to C, C7, G, D, G. Yeehaw! And that's how they always ended it, flying over the haystacks in the General Lee car. I always wanted one of those General Lee cars. Anyway, so that is basically Waylon Jennings' theme tune to Dukes of Hazzard, Just the Good Old Boys. And that was three keys that I've shown you in. So obviously I've shown you in the key that they originally recorded it in, which was F major. Just a good old boys, never meaning no harm. To B flat, F, C, back to F. Excuse me. Don't forget also, you can also throw in a few sevenths. Boom. It just gives it a kind of more country bluesy kind of feel. Then I did it in the easiest key, which is just C, F and G. Just a good old boys, never meaning no harm. G, and then also if that's a little bit low for you to sing, but you want to sing it higher, but not using a B flat. So we put it up to G. Just a good old boys, never meaning no. Then to C. Beats G. All you never saw being in D. Trouble with the law since the day they were born. G. And also I didn't even mention the strumming pattern. I just tend to keep it really simple. So you can either do downstrokes. Or you can do a kind of down up. Down, 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 breaking their way the only way they know how. So you've got that kind of down up approach. Anyway, have fun with it. I love TV theme tunes, especially ones from the early 80s as well. Brings back loads of childhood memories. Thanks very much for joining me, and don't forget, if you've got any other songs you'd like to learn, just mention a request in the comment section and I'll get back to you with a tutorial as quickly as possible. Thanks very much for joining me. Take care for now. Bye bye.